of strength for the Bulls.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the great.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him. Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Collins. Collins grabs the miss.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Smith finds Abdul-Jabbar. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game,
You said in your pregame video that you wanted to dominate in this. Of course I'm happy with how I played, but back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you later.
This is it, gentlemen. This is the playoffs. We worked our tails off to get here, and we'll keep working till the job is done. Because we're a pack of wild dogs, and we won't let anything get in our way. Now, there are some people outside this locker room who think we can't hack it. Some people who think we're frauds. There was even a reporter who had the nerve to say that our rookie phenom over here is going to be the biggest choke in the league. But we're going to prove those people wrong when we hoist up that Larry O'Brien trophy.
About that article. Oh, you mean the one by Roseanne Cohn?
Ready the ball has been busy. He's been modeling for our upcoming basketball giveaway. Come to the arena for the next Bulls home game and take home unlimited edition basketball with our very own Benny Young. Don't miss your chance. Let's hear it for the NBA MVP.
The playoffs have arrived, and a young duo looks to make a new splash. The Bulls enter the postseason with the best record in the conference, but now the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Hornets? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And you can just feel the energy here tonight. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Knipple and Miller on the wings. Miles Bridges is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Bulls, Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the point. You look at the Bulls. On paper, this looks like a slam dunk. No pun intended. But Game 1s can be tricky.
Yes, especially at the start where teams are feeling each other out. But the energy of the crowd and the way they've played all year, it's hard to imagine them dropping this one.
Well, a bold statement put out there in the press before the game. A well-known pundit claiming MP would not be able to handle the pressure of the playoffs.
Well, so much of what talking heads do on TV is generate clicks or conversation. This bit from Roseanne Conway seems like more of the same. If you've watched MP this year, you should know that he's going to have no problem finding his way here at the playoffs.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
I spoke with MP about the significance of winning 74 games this year. He said the regular season is a tune-up for the postseason. Then in the playoffs, you have to have guys who can take their games up a notch, maybe 2 notches. That's where the real work happens. He doesn't care much about the current state. He's looking ahead to greater things. Guys, back over to you.
It's true that everything changes once the playoffs start.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Chicago with the ball. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Three-pointer. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ball outside. Launches a 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Matching threes, Ball got those points back in a hurry.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Another 3 for Chicago. After the massive regular season he had, it's easy to see why there was so much hype surrounding MP heading into the playoffs, Grant.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure on him, too. When a player with the highest scoring average in the league gets to the postseason, the expectations are immense.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Give him 8. Inside. Pass to Buzelis. Lets it go from deep. Abdul-Jabbar misses. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. Miller on the wing. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Huerter. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Ball passes to Batadze. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Ball. Lets the three fly. Buzelis grabs the board.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Herder. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, pounded by Ball. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Loves showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, pounded by Ball. Outside White. Knocks down the triple.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And Charlotte making a change here. Going with almost an entire new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Batadze. Diabate comes in for Bridges. Miller's checked in for James. And Knippel's subbed in for Sexton. Pass to Ball. From behind the arc. Chicago with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
They've got Jalen Smith. He's out there with Zach Collins. Kevin Herder out there with Kobe White. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. 5 to shoot. Picked by Smith. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. Colin Sexton's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 5.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Batadze's checked in for Diabate. Out to the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Another 3 for Chicago.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the great in the last outing against Dallas just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Sexton. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by White.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Hornets trail by 9. Down low. Here's Sexton. Good work defensively by White.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Bridges is checked in.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Ball outside. Will it go? Again, the miss by the Hornets.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Vucevic gets the bucket. Vucevic has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, Nikola Vucevic, guys. Just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
Three-pointer, Bridges nails it from three.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Outside White. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, pounded by Ball. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 points in the quarter. Here's Ball. In tight, LaMelo.
Never lacking for sizzle in his game. That was a sweet move from Ball right there.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Herter. Launches it. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's Chicago, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. So sorry. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Chicago Bulls.
They're really hitting the ball, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is...
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. I'm curious, you guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a Game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting every...
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And so it's Charlotte with it. It's a 14-point game. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple. Miller at the 3 with Bridges at the 4. And it's Bataze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he jams it home with authority.
Buzelis has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
And it's Ball off the drive. It's Ball finishing at the rim.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Pass to Knipple. Here's Ball. No one near him, and the bucket is good. Ball's got 13 now.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
It's Herder on the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. That doesn't go either for Ball.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Just showing off his passing skills, White sends the ball right into the hands of a ready three-point shooter.
The three from Ball. Ball with another miss.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Let's go with a three, and again for three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, finished off the break. Abdul-Jabbar's got 40 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Giddey's checked in for White. And a change for the Hornets. Colin Sexton's checked in for LaMelo Ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Right wing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Buzelis. From deep. Connects again from distance.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. And Bridges, here we go. The three from Sexton. Sends it home from three-point land. Sexton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Abdul-Jabbar misses.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
Chicago leading by 23. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And again for three.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the third most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history.
Yeah, 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved good.
Another from three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know, he finds himself tied for second place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Yeah, equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bridges misses. And for Chicago, they're shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. And they pick up 2.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Thanks for sticking with us as this round. Substitution here for Charlotte. Bataze's checked in for Plumlee. Bridges comes in for Diabate. Brandon Miller's checked in for James. And Knippel subbed in for Sexton. They've got Josh Giddey. Jalen Smith is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Dosunmu. There's the triple. And again for 3.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop him?
And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game.
And connects again from distance.
Timeout. What can you say? But wow. I mean, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
A momentous achievement. One that'll surely be celebrated around the globe.
And Damian Lillard will have to content himself with second.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. Making a change here. Collins checked in.
Number 41, Zach Collins.
Charlotte has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Miller. On target from range. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Collins, fires the 3. Oh, another one falls.
He is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see.
And Ball gets it to go.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This
good. He hits again.
And he's tied 2nd all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
Yes, just a miraculous offensive display. This crowd on the edge of their seats.
I mean, he's matched Elgin Baylor, and with Jordan's all-time record just 2 points away.
Chicago passing it around. There's the 3. And again.
And with that bucket, if you can believe it, he sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Boy, the way he came out tonight, you could feel his level of focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
Yeah, and it was way back in '86 that Jordan set the record of 63 points. And when you surpass the greatest of all time, you've done something special.
Nice move. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Knippel.
And this crowd taking the opportunity.